Folks, we promised you that this wasn't going to be just all about the big boats like some of the other publications. We're Anarchy and we're about the little guys too. And right now, I've got maybe the most interesting boat in this entire race. You know what, I'll just let Roger tell us. I'm looking at your shirt and it looks like it says Wild Oats, but it doesn't. It's Wild Rose. Explain to me how that happened and why that is.
Well, it was Wild Oats when Bob first built it. In 1983, he had it commissioned. 1985, John McConaughey built the boat, and I got it from Bob. I did 3 Sydney Hobarts with Bob Oatley in this boat, and in 1991 it was still Wild Oats. And then when the Wild Oats 11 or the Wild Oats 10 and Wild Oats 11 started to dominate offshore yachting, or the speed of offshore yachting and the Sydney Hobart, we just temporarily changed the boat's name to Wild Rose, so there wasn't any confusion.
Right.
Because one of the national television networks was filming this boat for line on us, and they got it wrong. They've got it really wrong. So it is Wild Oats, temporary Wild Rose, and with Bob Oatley's blessing.
Now, Roger, I know that in '85 or '83, whatever it was, when McConaughey built this boat, I know there was a lot of talk that it was never going to make it to Tasmania. It was too light. It wasn't built out of timber. Here we are almost 30 years later.
Yeah,
how's she holding up?
Well, look, it's magnificent. I mean, John McConaughey's built it out of Kevlar. There wasn't many boats built out of Kevlar because it was such a difficult product to work with. Yeah. But it's holding up. We haven't changed the keel, the rudder. It's just the same boat that John McConaughey built for Bob back in '85. The new mast, you know, those high-tech masts fell out pretty quickly. But the hull, the boat, the structure, and, you know, we're still carrying around a lot of internal ballast, which we always worry about, but it's there, it's solid, and while new boats don't even contemplate internal ballast, we've got over a ton of it.
Wow. So how does a boat like this like a forecast like we're seeing out here with some real breeze?
Look, this boat loves it. If it's forward of the beam, fresh to frightening, and very frightening, it's just good, because the long overhangs, it leans over, and we get full use of the accentuated waterline length when it's windy.
Does she have a nice motion through the big stuff?
Yeah, it does really. It certainly doesn't slam and pound. It leans over because it's got very little riding moment. It leans over and protects the sails, so the sails last a bit. Just looking at my Doyle sail.
I'm just looking right there. Hang on a second. How are you, mate?
Good, and yourself?
Nice to see you. Yeah, we like Doyle too.
We do. We love them. They look after the road.
So let me ask you another thing. You know, we've seen these little teddy bears, and we know there's a lot of them going to Hobart. What are they, and how can people contribute?
Remember, there was one line here.
We all support the Kids Cancer Project. It's called the Kids Cancer Project. It's on the websites. Wild Rose, Victoire, Patrice, and JBW, the radio relay ship, are all supporting the cause, and we raise money for those young children with cancer. It's a wonderful cause, and so the teddy bears are our mascot, and Ben, he's pretty big. He comes to Hobart with us, and we snuggle in somewhere down there. The girls snuggle into him somewhere down there.
Well, that sounds pretty good. We sure hope you get there quickly and fresh to frightening, which is what we're expecting. I think you'll like it, and we'll have a beer when you get down there, mate.
Thank you very much.
Awesome history here, and certainly the coolest story I've gotten so far in my couple days here. Roger Hickman, thanks very much. Keep an eye on these boys, the Wild Oats. Oops, Rose. There we go. And here's this Kids Cancer thing.
Thank you.